कृपया ध्यान दीजिए, the language used on the podcast may not be fit for consumption. We warn you, tread carefully. But listen yaar, don't be so conservative. Okay, very heavy news for me today. Because at the time of this show, what you're listening to right now, in a minute or so, I won't be here. Let me explain the time travel. I'm here now, but I will actually be in Barcelona, where I'm working hard with an NGO to help starving infants between the ages of 1 and 1.5 to make their lives better for the weekend at least. So I'm not going to be here. But in the meantime, I'm here in spirit, and the responsibility of the show are on the shoulders of Silverie and Abbas collectively, and I hope they do a great job, because so far this week is going to make or break whether we stay on as a award-winning podcast, although we give the awards ourselves. Just to tell everybody, I'm here, but I'm not here, but I will be here. But I will keep an eye on these guys, so I will somehow be here, but I'm actually not here till the time I'm here. Let's just be very clear about this. In the meantime, let's get on with the show. I present these morons.
Hi, I'm moron number 1, Antariksh, joined by moron number 2, Abbas Momin.
Hello.
And the other 2 morons, Shreyas and Niveditha. How's everyone doing,
And
guys?
Cyrus is with us. As
And
you can
a
see on
photo
the
of
screen.
Cyrus is with us, yes. A version of Cyrus.
I thought it
with us.
was him for the longest time when I walked in. I
Oh,
was
he's
like,
just,
oh,
he's
Cyrus
staring.
is at
Cyrus,
home.
yeah.
I've
he's
never seen
very
Cyrus.
quiet.
I've never seen Cyrus so quiet for so
It
long.
can't. Dude, I'm excited. We can finally get to a topic on time today.
Changes. His pose changes.
Yeah.
Let's go
No
into the
wonder
first
it's
topic.
too
topic.
realistic.
We can finally get to the. What do you think Cyrus is in Spain? So you guys all know this. Cyrus is in Spain. That's why this is an episode of Cyrus Says called Cyrus Says Ish.
Sweet.
Where it's Abbas and me are co-hosting,
Yeah.
unless we end up killing each other first, because
Wow.
that's very possible. Our finally rivalry is
Hey,
on
you
full
are
display.
famous, right?
I know. Yeah.
Fuck.
I am.
I've heard about it.
Yeah,
Thank
exactly.
you.
It's coming
Thank you
up.
very
It's
much.
coming
Been
up.
trending on Twitter and
I
everything.
know. Yes.
He's big. Wow.
Yeah.
My tweets keep going
Massive.
viral. It's okay.
Oh, wow. It's an appropriate reaction from Cyrus over there. He has his mouth open.
Yeah.
Like, what?
Yeah, correct.
Yes.
Cyrus, yes. Abbas is
This is
famous.
very
Cyrus. We'll tell you
confusing.
more about it. But what do you think Cyrus is up to, guys, in Spain?
Is
you
he
think,
on
now?
vacation?
He's not listening
He's-
to this.
That sounds
Uh,
great.
You might be surprised, Shreyas, about midway through this podcast, maybe. I don't know.
Yeah. Let's reveal it
Yes.
around after the break.
Yeah.
We are going to
Oh
be
my
taking a
God.
live
it's a big
update
deal.
from Cyrus from Spain.
At least that's what he's promised.
Yeah, that's what his promise
So
is.
God knows if he shows up or not.
Oh.
So
he's
do
gonna
stick
show
around
up
till
and
the
tell.
break at least.
Yeah, just at
Sweet.
least, at least till Cyrus shows up.
Without Cyrus, you guys are already begging people to stay till
Yeah.
Abbas,
Hey,
that's the
mess.
worst.
There are 100
The
people watching
USP
already. Okay.
isn't here.
You think people are dropping off when they realize Cyrus is not there, or are they coming on more? What do you think is happening?
I would like to think they're coming on more, but
Oh, yeah.
honestly, they're
I like
probably
them.
just dropping off.
I like them to
Yeah.
come on me.
Although, wow, sure. You guys
Six
can do that on
people just
Abbas.
left.
Yeah. Although I do like that we still are able to reach 100 and I was
One.
going to say 103 and then we came 101
I think
immediately
Yeah,
after.
that's because they don't know what's happening yet.
That's the power of manifestation. You think
Yes.
something and it happens.
And it happens. It happens. Yeah,
I
Venkat
believe
said-
it.
Venkat, stay Venkat. You
come
can't
on,
be.
Venkat.
God.
Venkat, good things are on their way.
What do you guys think Cyrus is up to in Spain?
Are we going to talk about Cyrus on the one episode when
So
Cyrus
see-
is not here?
so see how
Is
it
that
works,
what you're
right?
telling me?
Yeah, exactly. Because when I am not here or when Abbas is not here, all that gets talked about is us. So we should give Cyrus a little bit of lip
That's
service,
true.
at least a
Yeah.
little bit,
That's true.
to continue the
I will
tradition.
say something about
But Shreyas, in all honesty, and Niveditha, when you guys aren't here, we do talk about you also.
Oh,
No, we don't. I'm just fine.
Can I just say how lovely it is that
I'm
you
cool.
you tell Shreyas, Shreyas, so tell us what do you think, Cyrus? And Shreyas like, so I think no, but Shreyas, just tell us what do you think.
Yeah.
okay. Here's what I think about Cyrus. Okay, now that he's not here, now that we can talk about it
Yeah.
openly. And I
Yes.
hope I don't think he's gonna listen to this anyway.
Okay.
But I think that because of Cyrus, the decisions that Cyrus has taken, I've been just led down a path, and I've actually seen enlightenment. Because Cyrus famously promised me work during the pandemic, and that work did not come through.
Oh.
And I have been,
What?
I've been
Cyrus
jobless.
is reacting
Cyrus
appropriately.
has been talking about this for a while.
I know,
and
I
he has
know,
been taking
it's-
credit for getting you work in the pandemic.
Oh my God.
I mean, he did get me some work.
Oh, he did. But then you
Oh,
can't
during
say
the,
that.
during the first pandemic, but during the second pandemic.
What is first and second pandemic?
I'll-
now? He
I-
got you
Can I
work.
get to the point of the story? Can I get
Buddy,
to the
no,
point
I'm
of the-
already in disagreement with you, but
Okay,
go ahead.
alright.
Go ahead.
Is
Go ahead.
Cyrus
Silverie-
controlling your
Yeah,
puppets? Can you
Silverie
keep
keeping
for
up with,
yourself
See, someone has to be the angry guy.
See,
who doesn't let others
Cyrus
speak.
has been very generous with giving me work, but there was one work that he said that he was like, "Oh, you'll be set," and I was like, "Okay, all right, I'm ready." And then that work didn't come through. Not Cyrus's fault. It
Can
was
you tell
just,
us what
the
it was?
system's- No, I mean it doesn't matter. But after that, I've been jobless for 2 years. Since then, I've faced unemployment. Finally, now I have something. I'm becoming an Agniveer. I'm
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
You're doing that?
Congratulations.
I'm doing that. I'm doing
Yeah.
that.
Oh wow! So you will get okay. What are you looking forward to more? The 4 years of service or the 11 lakhs you will get at the end of that?
At the end, the 11 lakhs.
11 lakhs,
for sure.
That's crazy, no?
Yeah. I'm
So
very
firstly,
There's
so at
11
first,
lakhs at the end of the program.
so basically,
Where
because
do I roll?
So-
Where do
so-
I roll up?
so if you are not of part of the 25% of the Agniveers who
are
get
selected,
who are selected,
yeah.
while whatever kicking you out of the force, they give you like a 11 lakh one-time settlement or like some kind of payment that you can then take with you or what have you.
That's not an issue for me because I'm going to make the cut.
Aditya Sharda is
Look at,
saying
by the
Sure.
way, look at this show without Cyrus where we jump into the topic.
Topics,
without
yeah.
talking
I mean,
about
wow, right?
anything else.
This is-
Crazy.
Aditya
Fantastic.
Sharda is saying if Cyrus shows up, Maya deserves a share in the IVM tech truly. Well,
Yeah,
we'll find out soon
absolutely.
enough, Aditya.
Yeah. But that's actually do you actually think you will sign up or are you Niveditha? Exactly.
I actually don't think women are allowed.
No, so
They are,
they are.
they are.
They are.
Oh,
They
they
are.
are?
Yeah, they
And
are.
especially in the
Army
Navy.
has women. What are you talking
No,
about?
no, but the Agniveer thing,
Yeah.
did I
I'm
read
sure
it
it's
wrong?
No, no, no.
inclusive.
Okay.
I have a
women
Sorry,
are-
I'm just
yeah.
trying to cut out competition. I'm just trying to
It's-
spread this information.
Sorry, I'm not
so that
interested.
But-
Shreyas.
So,
Okay.
but major protests have been going on. You know this, right, Shreyas? But you are in agreement with the government.
I'm also protesting that let me be in the top 25 right now. That's
Wait,
the-
I have a
now.
question. So
Yeah.
you're saying the enrollment age is 17 and a half?
Yeah.
Yeah, so by the time you complete it, you're
Oh, you can't.
you're
You're
20
already too old.
No, wait,
24,
no,
23
you're
is the age. no?
21 and a half when you complete 4 years, right?
No, I have a friend who has done a degree in like graphics and design.
Oh, so you'll fake your age.
What the fuck are you talking about? I didn't say that. I'm just saying I have friends who are talented designers.
Okay.
And I fit the
then so
age
you'll fake your
according-
age.
Arey, fuck
Can you
designers. I
please-
have a query. So you're 21 and a half when you complete the program.
Yeah.
Do you think it's a good decision to trust a 21 and a half year old with 11 lakh rupees?
I think absolutely. And 11 lakh rupees and training to
Weapons
handle a gun.
training,
Yeah,
yeah.
I think that's essential. That's mandatory
Okay.
in today's day and age.
Firstly, Shreyas, let me slightly break your bubble, burst your bubble. You can't join
Right.
because the upper limit to join in this scheme is 23 years of age.
I am 22.
Okay, sure, we believe that.
What is
What's
Yes.
wrong
what
with
is this?
you?
Are you like giving this? Are you advertising this? This is something
I'm-
people.
Yeah.
I'm not advertising it. I actually would like to tell people to not join it so that there's less competition.
Oh,
I think it's very bad because I think what it's going to do is many people are going to be jobless afterwards and they are going to be ingrained
Yeah.
with an ideology that we can
Exactly.
imagine.
exactly.
So there are so many reasons to not do it,
Correct.
There's also that like these people probably won't, like the others, not me, others won't be professionally trained to follow, to like do the responsibilities of an army
Also,
person.
what is not clear also is whether from these jobs. So these are not actual army vacancies. These are jobs, army jobs that they have created out of nowhere. Basically, these Agniveers. Okay.
So
what are we
it's a
talking
completely
about?
different-
No, I think
The Agnipath program.
but
Okay.
you
Yeah,
do no.
Agnipath program.
It's because for the last 2 years they haven't been recruiting from
No,
the
correct.
army. Yeah.
Exactly. So those job vacancies that were there still exist, and that's not going away anywhere.
Toto is saying
What I'm saying
Shreyas
is,
will be Agni.
Can someone who's an Agniveer in the army,
WEEP.
Can someone who's an Agniveer?
can someone who's an Agniveer in the army then be promoted to these
Yes.
ranks?
The 25%. Like after that, there is
Okay.
at least the
20
promise.
The 25.
That's what.
Shreyas is so confident. I love this.
Oh, 100%.
Shreyas wouldn't
Yeah. There's no
survive
way in
a-
hell.
What are you
on
talking
day-
about?
There's no way in hell.
survive a day.
There's
The
no way in
most.
hell. Yeah.
I've never seen you being disciplined.
I'm actually wearing cargo pants today. I'm wearing full pants, no more
Yeah,
harem pants.
the-
Yeah, that will make
Yeah,
the
sure.
cutoff.
Yeah.
Yes.
Correct.
It
Shreyas,
will.
yeah.
Fashion
And
is
yeah,
one of the
correct.
things that they do
Oh,
check.
oh,
But
in
the
4
thing
years
is
they
that-
teach you fashion also.
See, let's be honest. I would have never made it to the actual military parameters, right? But this is the
This is
backdoor
the
entry.
actual military
This-
parameter.
For
So that's
sure.
true. So you will be in that 4 years. What I'm not understanding is how well trained these people will be to be in the actual army and to be
Wha-
deployed
wha-
to these places.
Oh my God.
Oh my God. We got an Agniveer in the house. Agniveer
here.
Cyrus Brocha is here.
He's here.
Oh my God.
Namaste.
Hi, Cyrus.
Namaste. I
Namaste,
apologize.
sir.
Cyrus, we were talking about you protesting for the Agnipath protests.
Agniveer?
The
Agnipath.
Agnipath.
Cyrus,
Agnipath.
this spookily looks like your own house.
Let me explain. Let me explain the
Yeah,
problem.
I was
Yeah,
just gonna
Cyrus-
ask you.
Yeah, Cyrus,
Were you
what proof?
lying?
What proof do you have? You are outside. You're outside the country.
Really?
You're not
Really?
in some other corner of your
Señorita?
house.
Señorita, can you say something in Spanish? Huh? Yo no.
It's
You
Aisha.
heard that.
It's
You
Aisha,
know.
guys. It's Aisha in the corner there.
No. I've left Aisha behind. How's going to pay for this whole trip? Yeah, don't be ridiculous.
What's
But
happening,
I
Cyrus?
wa-
How is Spain?
Spain is great. Yeah, can I tell you my experiences so far?
Yes,
Uh,
please.
For those of you traveling outside India, please remember the mask moron mandate continues. So the idiots will drive you nuts on the plane to wear the mask leaving Mumbai. All right. I was warned 4 times. In the fifth time, they said they'll drop me from the plane, but we're 30,000 feet high. So it's a little difficult. But that's ridiculous. Moment you reach UAE and start going further on, it's all good. So the problem is our area for some reason. So be careful. Try and take a plane only once you exit the subcontinent, is what I'm saying. So you don't have to deal with people going, mask, mask, mask. It drives me nuts. Second problem, and please, I'm asking all the airlines to look at this because this is an issue that I think everyone goes through. They don't cool the plane on time. Okay, so when you enter the plane, it's really hot. It's like a microwave. And it
Yes.
remains like that because they don't put the AC on properly. So I've been sweating and I'm still sweating. It's been like more than 36 hours of travel and I'm just unbelievable. So I beg you, airline, don't push people onto the plane until you're ready to cool the aircraft properly. Okay, it makes no sense to me whatsoever. And you know it's really horrible because I was not the only one sweating. In fact, one air hostess came up to me. Was that the right word? Air
Yeah.
attendant, person who helps you on the air, whatever. That's a commentator.
Flight
Actually.
attendant.
Flight attendant. Although one of them was very large, so I don't know, but flight.
That's
That
okay.
bird wouldn't fly for sure. I can tell you. So she came and she felt bad because I was fanning myself, which I've been doing since Xavier's college days.
Right.
Since Xavier has
Okay.
a sarcastic fan on top in the big things, I don't give those passes. It just looks like an ornament piece, and then no air actually hits you. So I was doing my hand fan. I used to do that with we had books in those days before you guys, your
Yeah.
generation. The things
Yeah.
called books which you could pick up and throw at each other,
Yeah.
and
I have
and
no
hide
idea
your
what it
face
is, yeah.
with and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So we use that
Yeah.
to fan. By the way, who's the young
Yeah.
lady?
It's
It's
Niveditha.
Niveditha.
I can't recognize her. She's what the hell is she?
No
She looks like
spectacles.
one of the pilots
Oh,
in the
Our
maybe
plane.
lighting is better in the
Glasses.
studio today. I don't know.
That's true. That's true.
Yeah.
Niv, what up,
Hey,
bro?
what's up? What's going on? How's
This whole
I don't know. I don't know how to say it in Spanish.
Hola.
Oh, yeah.
Hola,
Listen,
senor.
I'm thinking adios. That's fine.
can I tell you something really? I don't know. Ironic is the right word. Try and
Yeah.
get a government form filled up in India. It takes about 4 hours. Okay,
course.
a paper form
Yeah.
in front with the guy and interacting
And-
with you. We went
and
to a
the
gym
typing.
here and filled up a
Yeah.
form with my son who speaks a little Spanish, doing all the talking in 3 minutes. And it was a really,
Wow.
I mean, the language issues and all that, but he pulled it off and 3 minutes and we were in with
The
lots
gym
of
was
paperwork.
the first place you went
But
to.
the actual
First place.
actual test of urgency or whatever of how
Cyrus has limited time.
yeah,
Then first.
actual test of whatever efficiency is basically if you go to
No, it's also
Go to file an
across
FIR.
continents, bro. So now the question is, it can take longer to fester. Yeah.
if you go to file an FIR in Spain, what takes longer? Is there a sense of urgency there or not?
Why
Man,
would
the
you
cops are very
commit
nice.
crime?
Do you
Yeah, that's what
know?
I'm
I
getting
saw I saw crime. I saw crime yesterday.
hold on,
My
Daddy?
first
What?
crime. Yeah, just in one
You
day, and it was
committed or you
committed by a
saw?
brown.
Violence.
You committed crime. or you
Wait,
saw?
I want to
Shreyas
hear
will
about the crime.
understand. Created by a brown skinned person. I won't be racist, but someone who looks like us. Okay, there was a guy in a cap who, during a red light, walked across like he was in Whirly Seaface. Which
Yeah,
they
Was
don't
he caught?
do.
no.
It's called jaywalking. No, nobody stopped him. But he crossed, and some of the tourists were appalled and looked in that slightly racist manner at him. Then we realized that it was Kunal who was on the phone and didn't even notice there's a red light or green light. It was
Wait, is
really
Kunal traveling with you? Is Kunal actually traveling with you?
yeah. The governess, who's the kids have someone to look after the kids and all. One second.
Oh,
Khilao usko khana, Kunal.
God.
It's very sweet. Yeah.
Okay, nice.
Okay.
Wow.
Like the stream, people. Yeah.
You're
So
getting
what-
Cyrus all the way from Barcelona. Yes.
Because
So
I'm
what
having
are
such a good time, I had to tune in.
What's the
Cyrus-
time over there?
It's now it's 2:40, 40
Oh,
odd.
okay.
It's
the middle of the day.
2:48 exactly. Yeah.
What's
Wow. Have
what-
you have you eaten the food there yet? And is
Yeah,
it
I've been on a reverse Patanjali diet. I've
Oh,
eaten the
nice.
same thing. It's an animal banned in India to be eaten, that is, in most states. I've eaten only that three
Uh-huh.
times already in 2.5 meals. I had two.
sweet?
Abbas will be pleased to know I had two.
I'm
Let's say it
jealous.
rhymes with cakes, but I won't say the
Yeah.
name of the. Yeah.
Right.
And you know, if you're a lower class European,
Mm.
which I am, this is just perfect because everywhere you go, they serve everything with fries, and one tomato. They have this one
Mm.
tomato policy, where,
Yeah.
just to push their environment friendliness or whatever. There's always that one tomato. So I love it. It's a big pile of meat, one tomato, and lots of fries. Fabulous. I can eat it all
Oh,
day.
Amazing. Kamal is asking if you face any flight delays or cancellations in the turbulent
Um,
times,
we
turbulent
was,
carrier time
but they
carrier.
made up the time. Now it was a 6 hour, 20-minute flight. So from
Mm.
Abu Dhabi. In
Okay.
fact, we had lots of time to kill, so we were hoping that it would run a little late, and then of course it
Mm.
came on time and everything. Nothing.
Now you know
No,
how it feels, Cyrus,
Yeah.
when we come for our recordings in the
What-
morning.
no, Shreyas is the only hotelier here, restaurant owner and all that, so we
Right.
understand. So in
Uh,
Europe, unfortunately, they don't have the Jugaad culture. So the 3 o'clock
Yeah.
check-in is 3 o'clock check-in. So they
mm.
just look at you
Wow.
helplessly. When you wink, wink, and nudge, nudge, and say tired, not slept,
Like,
and
what
all,
do you
they don't
mean? Yes.
understand. They just
Yeah.
smile and say, "Hola, we help you," and whatever. But nothing happens because they just stick to the principle of the matter. And yeah, I'm thinking I miss the subcontinent. 10 pesos extra or whatever, and you're in. Sorry, it's not pesos anymore. Don't ever say that. You'll be shot. Yeah, it's
What is it?
euros,
Cyrus,
guys.
what are the cool things that are on your itinerary? Like that you're going
So
to
today
tomorrow,
the
day after?
wife, my wife must have been a stormtrooper. She just loves to march. We
Nice.
went to the whole Barcelona is about this guy called Gaudi, right? This architect,
Yeah,
artist
sure.
guy who's
Yeah.
designed everything. Looks like he was very drunk throughout the whole thing. Everything's on an incline or decline. So Kunal has
Yeah.
suffered. For a man who can't walk, the last thing you want is an incline or a decline because either way it becomes the opposite on the way back, right? So it's horrible, that experience. And
Sure.
man, it was the sun. It's like 40 degrees. We're dying. There are women
Oh, it's
out
like
the
there.
Indian
same
heat,
over
yeah?
here.
That's like
Oh my
Indian heat
God.
then.
It's worse than Indian heat. And Niv, I've never not seen so many women with very little clothing, and I'm not a conservative from any point of view. There was a woman, her
But it's
gluteus was so
shocking.
large, and the pant was so small. She was walking uphill, and the glutes fell out of the pant, and they almost hit me. I don't know what to do. I'm
That's the kind
respectably
of
dressed.
freedom everybody is looking for.
Yeah.
Let
Yes,
everything
yes.
hang out
Yeah.
and be
Yeah.
free,
Yeah. Oh, may I say, not too many bras, huh? No, the bras not very popular in this weather for some reason.
Yeah,
It's a
Those are
quite a
worn by the
braless
men there.
society.
By the way,
Yeah.
bras
Yeah,
are very
yeah.
new even to India. No one wore a bra in this country until like I think the 50s.
Okay.
Oh,
I
really?
mean in the low. I
Really?
mean,
Oh, good times.
pretty
Huh?
sure like for a
Interesting.
very long time it was just a blouse. There was nothing
The
underneath
British
the
left
blouse.
and just
And
distributed
before the
bras.
blouse, there were no blouses. It was just draping a sari around your body. The weather was too hot. We didn't have
But-
ACs at the time. People just wore. They
No,
just
no, but there's a
wrapped cloth
choli,
around
right?
their bodies.
Isn't
Not
it
in
called
the
a
south, at
choli?
least. No,
But there's some
cholis
undergarment.
maybe in the north. Not really.
Don't
There
divide
is,
the country on bras. What's going on?
but it's true. The
No, one sec.
invaders came to the north first, so they gave you their clothes, and you guys took
Lapped it up.
for
So
much quicker than
Niv
we did.
is saying that there was no undergarment in the south. They just
Yeah,
put
there
the
was no
sari on
undergarment.
the body. That's it.
I'm
Yeah.
right about this.
So
Yeah,
that
I think
means
she is.
And
undressing
she
must
has
be much
a
faster.
sari from the 1800s in her possession.
Correct.
So
No,
she
Yes,
must be
she
right.
does.
1900s.
Yeah,
For regular
No, that
listeners
one
should
has
know
a
that.
blouse. So
Oh,
this
that
was
one has
much
a blouse.
earlier. Yeah,
No,
yeah.
or-
There are blouses.
Or
for
her
all of
great
these.
great great grandmother is still alive and telling her, okay, this is what happened back in the day.
Chinmay
No,
saying
this
choli
is
is
common
blouse, but
knowledge. Just Google it.
Okay, or that
Just Google it.
could be that also.
It's all over the
Yeah,
internet.
to know
What about the
history.
men, Cyrus?
I don't think the song is wrong. It's not choli ke piche kya hai, choli ke aage kya hai. Because that's the whole argument here. I think they've not understood the entire garment issue.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's a very strange song also.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was a historic exploration of the garment.
Yeah.
That's
I
it.
love it.
Cyrus, did you know
No.
Abbas is famous?
Yes. Well,
Yeah.
which Abbas?
Not because of this show. I'm just saying in
The
general.
Basra show.
Silverie is trying to segue into a topic,
Yeah,
Cyrus,
yeah.
while you're all the way in Barcelona.
That's what's happening. Yes.
It's like how we don't have underwear in Barcelona at the moment. I think we
Yeah.
have a
Yeah.
problem
Correct.
here as well of our own in trying to
Yeah.
get to the point. No problem. Yeah.
No
So
problem, yeah.
tell me how famous he is.
He
Ji
is
haan, let's do it
extremely-
like a college play. Yes, Silverie. How
yes.
famous is Abbas?
He is so famous that Modi ji mentioned him in a blog post.
Wow.
Basically, on Modi ji's mother's 100th birthday, who's no longer with us.
Which
but,
I have questions about, but I'll come to it later.
Okay, about
Oh my
the
God.
age
Abbas,
or about
don't
his
take a
mother?
ship down.
About the age.
Or whether he had a mother or not in the first.
Last year, it said in the papers that Modi's mother, at the age of 95, was the first one to get the vaccine in Gujarat. So, in 1 year, how did you age?
It was
for
a super
5 years?
vaccine.
so-
Ages
so-
to that age.
Okay.
They did that. There are two
That's right,
stories.
yeah.
One is they
Huh.
did that for the whole thing about people feeling scared to do it. So if he lets his
Right.
own mother do it, then the
Sure.
vaccine is safe. Second story is, and this please is not from me. Politicians like to take anything that's free, for their friends and family. So I mean, and that's not from me. That's I heard
Okay.
Kunal's friends talk like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jaywalking Maharashtrian guy in Barcelona, scratching his stomach in the middle with a Billy Bunter cap, 58 years old, and staring at all the meat places, saying, "Oh God, I can't eat this, I can't eat that." It's just ridiculous. Honestly, very
Wow.
painful experience for him.
Very nice.
Sorry, but the segue to the story.
Yeah.
That was the story.
So on the 100th birthday of his mother,
Which Abbas will be
Modi ji-
keeping in the calendar.
Yes,
Which he wrote her a letter
which is firstly very impressive that anyone reaches 100 years is just amazing to me.
with Modi as the son.
I mean, yeah, but that's
Yeah.
impressive. No,
Listen,
she's the
India
strongest
herself
woman-
has
she's one of the strongest women in all of India. Then, right?
India herself has not
But-
reached 100 years, so be careful what you ask for.
Yeah. But she wrote a blog post. He wrote a blog post, basically celebrating his mother's 100th birthday.
Abbas, have you
And in
noticed,
that-
Silverie, how deft his performance is today? Forget the geography and the details. Now, even the male and female of the most powerful man in the country, even that. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I'm not allowed to make any mistakes. Huh? That's what happened.
Cyrus is
Everything
stricter
just-
in Spain.
Everything is just super. It's like
Shreyas, the day he does it fluently, I'll shut the show down. It's just no
not
fun,
gonna
man.
happen.
Good,
There'll
it's
be
never
people
gonna
screaming.
It'll be the
That's
longest
why-
running
that's
show
why-
in the history.
That's why
Yeah.
I have to now.
Sweet.
I don't want the show to end.
We
Silverie,
just want the topic to
Anyway.
begin.
This is
That's
not-
what we
I
want.
have a question. Can I ask a question?
No, it's not. I'm not finished.
Okay, all right, finish it, man. Then.
God
I
damn
hate
it.
that kid. Look at
Yeah,
Shreyas. That's so mean. It's like when the teacher's like, so it's really stupid. So you get to the point from the
So yeah,
class point of
so
view.
basically he wrote in the blog post that he wrote, he talked about a friend of his whose name was Abbas, a childhood friend of his whose name was
Ooh.
Abbas, and this is the
Who
what he wrote-
apparently go ahead, read
what
it.
he wrote was PM Modi wrote, after the untimely death of my father's close friend who stayed in a nearby village, my father brought home his friend's son Abbas to our home. So basically Abbas stayed in Modi's home for a
I
while.
did,
Wow.
Yes.
He stayed with us and completed his studies.
Until
My
he
mother-
outgrew the home, as you can see.
Yes, correct. Modi says, my mother was as affectionate and caring towards Abbas as she was towards all of us siblings.
Lies.
And every year on Eid, she prepared his favorite dishes. Abbas, what did she prepare for you, man?
Okay, I have a question. Modi's supposed to be vegetarian, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So what are the favorite dishes for? Like, what are we talking
Kheer,
about?
yeah.
here?
Firni. They've got one option. Firni. That's it. Yeah. Okay, I can't hear you. Hello?
Nice. That actually sounds good. Mutton flavored khakra, keema, khakra.
Cyrus, what have you eaten there so far?
The reverse Patanjali diet.
Oh,
call
I
it.
can't hear you. We can't hear you. Hello.
You can't hear
Oh,
me?
it's intentional.
Oh.
It's
Can you hear me now? Oh, don't. Hello? Can you hear me? Hello? Mayday. What's going on? Hello? Now?
This out. Hey, Maya.
Oh, we
huh,
can
hear
Yeah.
sound. Yes.
Cyrus is back.
yes.
What
Sorry,
happened?
some
Flip it over.
problem with the optic fiber in the Barcelona district, which I'm in at the moment. Some foreigner just kept on the
Oh.
cable and broke it. And
Really?
I'm so sorry. Really.
That's the most dad thing that's happened to you
Yes.
on this podcast. I feel like
But
somebody came and
that
fixed it for
particular
you.
thing has happened multiple times.
Really?
before.
Ram,
Yeah, all the
Ramanathan,
time.
stop
So-
blaming the studio. It wasn't a studio issue.
Niveditha, you don't even know the half of it because Abbas wasn't on it. Shreyas may not have been there at that point. But Silverie actually calls Maya just like I call Maya, even though
Yeah,
she can't hear him. So the
moment it
Yeah.
goes off, he's shouting Maya, which I can hear,
Literally.
and then
That is how
I'm
that has
shouting Maya.
happened.
And
Oh,
it's
Chinmay
ridiculous.
saying Modi ji stop the podcast. Please
We
change
change
the
the topic.
Because we couldn't find your favorite dishes. No,
Yeah,
no,
that's
Yeah,
true.
correct.
Yeah.
which
There
point
were
I
no
lost.
favorites. Yeah.
Khakra, mutton khakra.
Yeah,
Okay.
right. Mutton
Should we-
bagita mein kha ke aana.
Should we then do another one?
Yeah, let's go.
Oh,
Yes.
Okay. This one is from the 1500s. I'm not even kidding.
It's gonna take
Shall
another
I call
15
Kunal?
minutes
Yes,
to
it
explain
is.
it.
It's
Shall I
gonna
call Kunal?
it's gonna take
Oh.
another 500 years for me to finish this, but it's very interesting. Basically, in the year 1518, okay, France, especially the city of Strasbourg in France, was hit by something called the dancing plague or the dance plague.
No, I know
where
the story.
Okay, you know. Oh, cool.
Yeah.
So where people
it's-
were compelled somehow to dance endlessly to their death.
That's
They danced for days on end. One of the people who started this dancing, a woman named Flo something, she
Shamak Dabar. Yeah.
danced for a week before she died, and about 400 people joined in this dancing parade thing, and about like more than 100 ended up passing away because of this.
Yeah. So
And it's just being reported now by the BBC, like not reported, like this is they're covering this for whatever reason, and that's why I read about it, and I thought it was very fascinating. And to
That's
bring it
why
up.
I've been saying dancing is more dangerous than drinking and driving, but no one's listening to us. You tell your
Yeah.
kids no dancing, drinking and driving, but no dancing, whatever happens. From now you just get the kids straight on this thing. Kids, no drinking and dancing and driving and all that.
Yes.
In a nutshell. Yeah.
But imagine if that was the pandemic that we were dealing with instead of COVID. What if we were dealing with the dancing plague? Where people are
Definitely
just-
more painful.
Would it? It's more fun
Much-
also,
Much
perhaps,
more
though, right?
painful.
Would be
Malwa
more
Hill
fun.
building
Dance
people
till
will
you
all.
drop.
Yeah,
That's-
I think it's a little creepy. It wouldn't have been
It's
fun. It would
essentially
have
a
been
flash
creepy.
mob, right? That's
yeah,
what flash
Can you
was
mob
imagine
exactly
is.
what
you're
it is.
sitting in your house, all
Yeah.
of a sudden your grandma
I know.
stands up,
But now I think it
starts
was.
dancing, can't stop.
I think now it has
And-
evolved
and
to
if it-
earlier in the.
And live with your dead grandma, even better. I mean, that
Yeah,
would
I
be
was
just
about to say,
fantastic.
kind of obsessed with your
Honey,
grandma.
wow. Yeah.
So Chinmay Mishra has asked, were they good dancers? That's a good question.
They're
Because we don't.
French.
There's no way to tell.
Yeah,
really.
we don't even
No,
know if they were
Yeah.
He's
actually
very
like
good
what were they?
dancer.
French are good dancers.
Speaking as a
I think
racist,
I think you're
who makes
stereotyping. Yes.
stereotyping.
I think
Or were
that's
they
a
just moving
gross-
aimlessly and it
It
looked
could
like
be.
a
It could be
dance?
this convulsing.
Yeah.
Like,
So it's
maybe
similar
like
to the
it's
Pied
itching all
Piper.
over or something. I don't know. I think it's
The Pied
possible.
Piper legend of Hamelin, Germany is similar. There was a story where this guy comes and he helps clear the rats out and he used some strange pipe and this and that and all that.
Yeah,
That
the
story is
Pied
somewhat
Piper, right.
correct. And then because they
Huh.
don't pay him the right amount of money, he lures the kids away.
Takes the kids.
But there's always
yeah.
some sort of, there's some sense in that.
Oh,
There's
so
no
it was
magic.
his flute and them dancing to that flute. Then they couldn't help it.
Maybe.
That's what
And
she
that's what-
said. It was his
And then
flute,
John
alright.
Steinbeck wrote Of Mice and
Yes.
Men to explain both the situations. Yeah, possible.
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, why is Vishwayatri saying is Cyrus joining every day? We're putting
He's
pressure on
asking.
He's
us.
asking.
Yes.
It's a family holiday. Oh, he will only tune in if I'm not. Okay, fair enough.
Yeah, that's correct. Damn it,
Didn't
it's
want to
Cyrus
put it
joining
out there,
every day, you know.
Yeah.
The real USP of the show, which is me and Silverie, will be here every day.
Yes,
Yeah,
correct.
So, yeah.
I thought you guys are going to have a little powwow. But there's no powwow happening. Shreyas,
what's the
I know.
first?
Look, pow.
Wow, Abbas. You think that hurt?
So tell us, did that plague stop? Did they cure it or did it just stop on its own?
It stopped on its own. It went on for like a year.
Oh,
and that was
what?
it. Yeah,
A year.
yeah.
That's too long.
That
for
is
this
quite
type
long.
of
Sandra
work.
Thomas has a question. Cyrus, aren't the cyclists on roads annoying you in Barcelona?
Oh my God, really? And there's a Segway menace also. They've got these kids on Segways. They're like these little midgets with these small toys running around. You don't even see them coming. Kunal has been hit nearly twice already because he keeps crossing the road like it's, he just doesn't look at the green red thingy.
Cyrus, do you have one of those international driving licenses? Ever? Have you?
I don't think you
I
need
have-
one. I think your license works everywhere.
Yeah,
the
now
Indian
they-
license?
Yeah, the Indian
Yeah.
license works.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
Really?
Yeah.
That's risky.
Because they now
actually.
know if you can drive
I
in
think
India, you can
if
drive
you drive
anywhere.
in Bombay, you can drive anywhere.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what.
You pass any
Yeah.
test. Yeah.
So we all are among some of the best drivers in the world. Basically, is what it means. Yeah.
We are.
Yeah. Thanks,
Because-
Shreyas.
And in one
Shreyas
day,
can't
Silverie,
drive. By the
only
way.
I
Mumbai,
can drive.
You can.
But
yeah,
only,
yeah,
only,
just
only
joking.
Mumbai, you can drive at 100 miles per hour and 5 miles per hour in the same 5 minutes stretch.
That's
I mean,
true. That is
only
true.
we can give you all these options. Not to mention the road jumps and bumps and all that only we have. By the way, Barcelona doesn't have anything, but they have a lot of up and down.
So
I don't
have you
know
been
plan
driving?
the city.
Have you been driving there in the city?
No, there's all the people driving are Punjabi, but both sides of the we immediately start talking to them. And
Okay.
my collection is over 6 taxis, 6 Punjabis, 4
Oh, great.
Pakistani, 2 Indian. I try to start the fights between
Oh,
them,
wow.
but they all
They
love
all
the
very,
subcontinent.
very
Yeah,
lovely. Yes.
because they're all
Very
being
happy
oppressed
that.
by other
Yeah.
races, so they have to stand together here. It's a good idea actually in the long
I
run.
think you
No,
should
but
become a cyclist there. Like I think
I
this is this.
I just felt really bad for Kunal because one of these guys, a Punjabi speaking guy, Punjabi Spanish guy driving the taxi, started advising him about food without knowing that that's his thing, telling him, यहाँ पे मत खाना, इनको authentic खाना चाहिए, Spanish खाना चाहिए, तो वहाँ पे जाना. And he was giving a full lecture. And Kunal was getting a little irritated, because you don't
Yeah.
tell me what to do. I've got a full book of supplies here telling me what to do. Yeah, so it's quite embarrassing.
Cyrus, how
But,
soon into your trip do you think you start missing Indian food and be compelled to go to an Indian restaurant?
5
in Spain?
minutes.
Really?
Wow.
How can you
That's
compare
all it
any
took?
food with Indian food? There are
Yeah.
two things I really like about India: cricket
Yeah.
and food. So
Yeah.
that I don't
Sure.
want to change. I just don't like the people so much because there's just too
So-
many of us.
So
Honestly.
how soon into your trip will you visit an Indian restaurant? Do you think is what I'm asking? Yeah.
I want to, but this bloody Vijaykar, Aisha combined with
They-
it's
like
Kim
not
Jong-un
only
and,
authentic Spanish
friggin'
food.
Mussolini coming together, and then we are there under them, and they're like, today we will march 500 steps. Fucking march.
Yeah.
I paid 13 euros to go to the gym and tire myself, but I'm done with all that marching, and it's so hot. And then I get distracted by these women wearing very little. Everywhere I look and I can't. I
Wow.
started staring like an
Uh,
Indian male. For
Yeah.
the first 5 minutes I was good, Shreyas, and now I'm like, oh. And she's saying, look at the architecture. He's saying, look at the structure. I'm saying, yeah. It's
Are you wearing
horrible.
sunscreen, Cyrus?
I should
in
have.
the sun?
Good plan from
Yeah.
tomorrow. Because today was really, guys, it was like, because there's this whole bagicha, let's call it, Garden of Gaudi or whatever. It's huge. And then suddenly you're hit by the steps going up and the sun was right on it. And then I had to, because Kunal found a bench. And as a good Indian tourist, if he finds a bench, he's done for the day. You have to pick him up on your way out. That's how it works.
Alright. So it's that time of the episode where we have to take a break. And
Oh.
so we'll be right back after this very short break.
Okay. And I'll say 5
And
more minutes.
and we'll see a ground report from you, Cyrus.
Yeah.
Yes.
After the break.
Yes. Pronto. Huh? Espanol.
Let's go into a break.
Let's go.
Where's this damn break?
Hello, everybody. It's been another awesome, great week on the IVM Podcast Network. On Cyrus Says, Cock and Bull, Cyrus, Naveen, Anirudh, and Antariksh discuss how Snoop Dogg gave his personal blunt roller a pay hike because of inflation. On Simplified, Chuck and Shrika take a look at Facebook COO Sheryl Sandberg's legacy. On Pesa Vesa, Anupam talks to Vijay Mantri. He is the co-founder and chief investment strategy at JRL Money. They debunk the myth of active versus passive investing. On the Life Manifesto, Zarina teaches us the value of a good leader through the story The Emperor's New Clothes. And on Smarter with Sid, Siddharth explains how power dressing works. We got some exciting news for you. IVM Podcast has just launched its merch line, and you should check it out now. Head over to the IVM Podcast website, that's ivmpodcast.com, and click on the shop tab to check out our first collection of t-shirts. Also, do follow us on social media. We're IVM Podcast on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and LinkedIn. And remember, if you're enjoying this show or any of our other shows for that matter, please do tell a friend. That really does help. Don't forget to rate us on any of the platforms you're listening to us on. And also do remember, you can check out a number of our shows on YouTube. You can go to ivmpodcast.com/YouTube to get a list of the channels that we are keeping active. We also are doing a small listener survey. If you could go to ivmpodcast.com/survey to fill this out, it'll just take a few minutes and it really helps us out. And finally, we'd like to thank our sponsors this week, SBI Life Insurance, Apne Liye, Apno Ke Liye. Jupiter, a digital banking app. Capgemini, get the future you want. Intel vPro, built for business. And Intel, future banana wonderful with Intel-powered laptops.
Yeah, welcome to Cyrus Says. After the break, folks, you're watching. I'm actually in Spain. You can tell I'm not lying. You can see the background behind me. Those are Spanish people walking everywhere. You can tell they look a little different. And in fact, I was surprised at the popularity of the show. Cyrus Says here in Barcelona. Everybody's asking me, oh, you're Cyrus from Cyrus Says. We love your podcast. In fact, they keep asking about the other two guys. The fat guy who irritates them and the other guy who has too many clothes, whose names nobody knows. But the main thing is, it's very popular, and I feel like I'm at home, honestly. In fact, Says in Spanish means wonderful. So it's Cyrus Says, huh? I just some fans. Just give me a second. You guys watch the show. I'll get back to the show. Yes, Senorita. No. Keep your clothes on. Keep your clothes on.
Okay, now I am.
Abbas, I love your
You know-
fashion sense. I
you know-
just
Thank you,
love
thank
that
you.
you have such
Wow,
a...
Thanks
I
for the
like-
ground report.
I like that
Thanks.
Abbas made himself as the guy with too
Yeah,
many
no,
clothes.
It was clearly
How-
Silverie and Abbas.
Yeah.
Where did Kunal come in? And how was
How did
Silverie
Kunal
dropped?
come in?
I
Abbas,
feel
this is his
corruption.
ploy to
This
get
is-
me out of the show. Get me off
I
this.
spelt it out.
I
The guy
see it,
who wears
Abbas.
too many
I see what's
clothes,
happening.
aka Silverie. It's everybody knows who
Yeah.
follows the show.
Wow.
And you
Like,
put
how did
Kunal in,
Abbas even
and you
think?
put Kunal as the fat guy, which was
Yeah,
him, by
wow.
the way.
I love that.
That
I'm
go to
not
him.
fat.
And the
I'm
other
surely
guy,
not fat. It's
Yeah.
Kunal.
Can I clarify? The video guy called me up and is like, the fat guy he's saying is obviously Kunal. And who's the guy with the clothes? I was like, yeah, put my picture on there.
Okay.
Svetlo, I've got a
Svetlo
proposal.
D. Graska has asked, I would like you to be a part of my family, Cyrus. Would you like to marry my aunt?
Yep.
Cyrus?
The
It's a
question
yes
is
or
not
no
whether-
question.
Cyrus smiles.
Cyrus,
yes,
yes
for me,
or no
yes.
question?
Yes,
Okay,
I swear
done.
my wife. Yes, yes. Can I quickly, Svetlo, I have a problem. Dear Amit, if you can give this link to him, the camera that you send me is faulty and not working on
Oh.
Maya's laptop. So
Oh,
can you send
okay.
another one? We'll send you the address. It is
Sure,
still gonna be
we'll send
here.
it to Spain. Yes. We'll
Yeah,
send you an
ASAP.
account.
All right. And
Absolutely.
remember,
Just
only put the
come
camera on
We
the
will
plane when
conserve
the
you.
AC is working properly. Okay, I don't want any
Yes, yes.
malfunctioning. Yeah.
Yes. What's the local delivery app called? Like Zomato or something? Okay, again, your app, your sound event says. Or did our sound go?
Is
Well-
that sound? Can someone in the comments tell us if they can hear us? It's an international show, guys.
Us or him?
It's
Okay, Cyrus, it's your
him.
point. Cyrus, excuse me, Maya, can you hear us?
Comments mein bata do yaar. Can you guys hear us?
How
Okay.
does this keep happening?
I don't know. It's just Cyrus hit something.
That's
Hello. Vishwayatri
There's
says.
that hand again.
Vishwayatri says yes. We can hear the studio. Okay, so they can
No,
hear
only
us.
Cyrus Sama
I
saying,
can see
"Oh,
that. I
wow."
can see that the hand is fed up. Like the hand looks. Not again.
Are you back,
Yes,
Cyrus?
Now we can hear you again.
I just unmuted you.
She just unmuted
She
you,
just
Cyrus.
unmuted you.
Cyrus, we still can't hear
You
you.
were on mute.
No, we can hear you.
Cyrus, we still can't hear
I
you.
don't know what's happening. I'm
Against the tide here.
Yeah.
Wait, what?
Now your
Sorry,
mic
hear
is
me?
working.
can't hear you.
Yeah,
Yes.
your
Can't,
mic
can't
is
hear you.
Thanks,
Not
man.
clear, Cyrus. I'm just joking.
No, thanks, man. The hand is getting angry. Anyway, I'm going in 5 minutes. So
Are
sorry.
you disrupting your kids' afternoon siesta for this?
Something like that? Yes. Busy schedule. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, one thing that I wanted
So
to
what
bring
do you
up
want,
and ask
Mikhail
you
did?
guys.
Kunal set up
Yes,
his
yes.
Netflix on the big TV we have. We've taken an apartment here and a big TV,
Ooh.
huge 60 inches. And also, he set up the Netflix so he and Maya can watch stuff. And then when we went out for this long walk across the streets of Barcelona and came back, it was a FIFA enterprise which had been reset and all
Yeah.
the plugs had been changed. And Kunal
Ah.
went berserk. It's hilarious.
How's your family reacting to you getting shocked by all the women in Spain? Are they like
They don't talk to me. Niv.
policing you about
They just do their own thing. They just inform me when to eat and where to sit and things like that. But the thing is, I'll tell you what, they went inside this house where he was born, Gaudi. So that was this extra €5. I didn't feel the need to spend €5 more just to go in and pretend to notice things. So I said I'll just stop being a hypocrite, and I waited outside in the shade, at which point I just saw 4 or 5 of these really scantily clad, their version of sadhus, their version of the kumbh. Lots of
Okay.
people together, less clothing, having a lot of fun. They were really smiling and having a good time. I don't know whether they were having anything or not. I'm not going to comment on that. By the way, marijuana
That means
legal in
yes.
shops outside
Marijuana
the
is
place.
legal.
Yeah, I actually
Yeah, outside where I
I
am,
just
there's a
checked
shop.
it's decriminalized apparently.
No,
it's
you can
not
buy it just
legal.
outside on the right. There's a shop which says in Spanish very clearly, although marijuana I think is
Oh, will you
Spanish.
try it there then? Will you be trying it there?
Again, I'm not a fan of spending money. I have to figure this out. So maybe I'll
So
stand
Kunal
out.
can buy
and-
it for you. Kunal will
No.
buy it for you.
I thought if we stand there for a long time and hint, they'll feel
Oh,
bad
then-
finally. They're very
okay,
generous
you-
people. Yeah. I think it should be okay. Yeah.
You're
Yeah.
sounding like a person who wants to take pot at a place where it's not legal. You're standing in one
Yeah.
place for long hours,
Also,
winking
how
at
many-
people,
How
doing
many
isharas.
potheads
I
are
think he
there
just
in
wants
the
to wink.
world?
He just wants to-
How many potheads are there in the world who don't want to spend money to get their pot? I mean, generally, it was the other
Plenty.
way around. They spent as much money as they could. You think? It doesn't
yeah,
know the
plenty.
miserliness. Yeah.
I mean, most pot smokers don't want to spend the money just to have to get pot. If you can get free pot, good.
Let's go around the
yeah,
table.
They're happy.
I
Liv.
wouldn't know.
I said I'm by mistake. okay.
I'm like
Shreyas.
you. Even I
Have
don't
you
know.
guys-
I don't do things that take too much money.
yes.
I just find it wrong when they
Avoid
put too much
habits
money.
that will like burn a hole in your
Really?
pocket.
I can't understand how people start doing coke and things like that. It's ridiculous. It's like 15, 20 grand a pop. I mean, what's wrong with you? I mean, really, can't you just stand at the precipice of your first floor flat or whatever and just feel high for a minute like that and, look down? It's so much cheaper
I
Or
for
think
eat,
everybody.
or eat very
Yeah.
spicy food and
Cyrus,
feel like the high of.
Cyrus, like
But
since
that's
you
from the
like
other
free,
end. Oh.
Cyrus, since you like free stuff so much, right? I would say you can pass off as a social media influencer with the followers you have on your social media,
That's correct.
right? So you can go up to these places and just say, hey, I'll post for your whatever outlet.
I've said this before
You
on
have?
this show. I've told Cyrus that he should be an influencer, and I
Yeah,
don't know why he's not
absolutely.
trying
And
it.
absolutely, all you have to do is make one post. You get most things for free in Spain. And your
No, but let me
entire
understand
trip,
but what you're really saying is that I should get free pot and then
Yeah,
pass it on
or
to all my
whatever.
friends.
Oh, whatever
Yeah,
you
whatever,
want.
or whatever, or food in-
Basically,
yeah,
no one's going to
food.
give you a free pot, but like other
We
things.
started
Yeah.
with Modi ji's mother's 100th birthday, and now I'm the guy who's facilitating exchange of pot across India. Thanks to you, because everybody's got their own agenda on this
Yeah.
show.
You
Yeah,
you can
well-
get free sunscreen to wear in Spain.
Cyrus,
The
did
darkest
you
guy in Spain with the sunscreen. All these other European types walking around with nothing. Actually, nobody
Yeah.
has sunscreen. I haven't
did you
noticed it
take a
anywhere.
pot with you, like an actual pot, like the one?
No, it's legal there, Baba. You know,
Arre,
take it
pot,
from I know,
pot.
Abbas,
Yeah.
we can do
Now
only
you
two
know my
puns.
pain. Why did you
We can
go?
only-
We
we
have
can
to
do
share the
only
show
two.
with Silverie.
Yeah, but we can only do 2 puns per episode. We have
Yeah,
to stop.
enough.
I mean, today you've done 7. Really. Please.
Kamal Sethi saying, how does Cyrus manage without a jet spray since those don't seem to be common in the Western countries?
They have.
Good question.
This
They have.
apartment has jet sprays, but
Okay.
here's the problem. Again,
Mhm.
Europeans they're supposed to be the advanced country. They have 2 bathrooms and 4 rooms. I mean,
Yeah.
like, who
That's
does
the
the maths on that?
I mean,
But
that's
yeah, it's part
pretty
of the
Indian.
course.
One
That's
bathroom
pretty
for
Indian of them.
each of the 2 rooms, right?
No.
No,
Yeah,
Indian
a 4-bedroom
no,
house with
Silverie,
2
no,
or
no,
3 bedrooms
no.
is very common in India, no?
In
I would
India,
think-
we either have Goa where you have a community bathroom, or your setup
Yeah.
is per room per bathroom or almost per room per bathroom. It'll always be
Yeah.
that. Look around.
That's true. Or three rooms, 2 bathrooms.
Okay,
That's like,
three rooms, 2 bedrooms.
but
is
if
very
it's
common.
4 rooms, definitely
3
at
rooms.
least 3
3, yeah.
bathrooms. Yeah.
And
One
3
to three
males,
common, yeah.
which means you can't use the bathroom, right? For a little while. You just do the maths on that. So it's just
Yep.
ridiculous. It's very painful.
Do
Yeah,
people
because
have to wait for? Do people have to wait for other people? Is that happening for the
in the
bathroom?
morning, since we all got up early on whatever time we're on, it was quite crazy. And me and Mikhail tried to go to the gym. Aisha had to shave to go running because here, people know you. And Kunal just wanted to use the bathroom like a normal, regular person. And
Yeah.
I thought he'd drop it out in the middle of this small lobby here because he was going from one to the other saying, "Are you done? Are you done? Oh yeah, are you done?"
Is,
Yeah.
is everybody good with English over there, or do you have to like rely on
But
sign language?
both of them speak
Ah,
Spanish. I mean,
right,
not
okay.
speak, but they're good
Yeah,
enough.
yeah, yeah.
So we're
Okay.
good.
Oh,
Like,
wow.
Where
did
did
the
they
whole
learn it?
experience- there's a school called BIS, which
Sweet.
overcharges, but it's quite good, generally speaking. And so they have Spanish exchange students. All just before that, we had one boy staying with us. That sounds terrible. Called Pablo. That sounds really wrong. But he's a sweet guy.
Pablo.
Oh, like how
That's
Abbas was
a-
staying with
that's a
Modi ji's
cliche
family.
in Spanish.
Yes, yes.
Pablo.
Oh, like how
And-
Abbas was staying with Modi ji's family.
Yes.
Yes, and
That's why
Silverie.
you're used to free drugs.
That's right.
Yeah.
And we also
And his
we
name was
also
also.
That's
Oh,
why.
Pablo.
Cyrus, go ahead.
I
we
got
made
it now.
we made his favorite dishes as well.
Oh, nice.
Aw.
Oh, so sweet.
Mendu vada, that kind of thing. Whatever we thought is correct for his culture. I don't know. I'm
Yes,
presuming that's what happened with
Pablo.
Abbas.
Pablo S. Kubramaniam.
Abbas, what if
Yeah.
they came to you as a young kid and said, "Dek dikra, aijo, taru favorite dish, dokla." Are you going to argue? Are you going to say
I
no,
like
sir?
dokla.
Dokla's
No.
nice.
You-
But
so
on
can you
Eid,
make that
you
a
want
mutton
dokla on
biryani?
Eid.
No, I don't eat on do. I mean, I don't
Either
want
one, either one,
dokla.
dokla. See, this is what I have to deal with, man. Not one thing you can say properly. No, that's just,
No, you psyched him out. You sledged him all
I know, I
day
know.
to be
Yeah.
very bad. Yeah.
Basically, I've been trying to bleed in my personality into Abbas's so that
Oh
he
my
just,
god, no.
it's what it is.
That's not gonna happen.
But I've noticed
Oh,
Shreyas
okay.
is very quiet today. And he's also wearing more clothing than normal. What's going on
I think he
there?
just, I think Shreyas just saw the latest trailer of my new movie coming out called Brahmastra. I'm the Alia Bhatt character. But have you seen the trailer of Brahmastra, guys?
No.
None of you?
No.
You-
I have.
I have it.
Cyrus hasn't.
Everything that has
I'm
too
in
much of a
Spain.
hype, I ignore.
Oh, you're avoiding it because of the hype.
I'm not avoiding it. I'm thinking at some point someone's going to forcefully make me watch it. So
Yeah,
I'm just
let's do it
waiting
right
till that happens.
now.
If you're saying what he's insinuating, then I stand by you. The moment things are hyped, I hate them immediately. The moment 10 people
That
say
does
go and
happen.
watch it, I'm like,
But
"Ugh,
it,
reverse arrogance thingy.
It
Oh my
stars
I
god.
get
Mr.
that.
Bachchan, Ranveer
Yeah.
Kapoor, Alia Bhatt, and
Yeah, but
who
if
else is
everybody
in
tells you it's great, I stopped watching Wimbledon once.
Uh,
Everybody said, let's watch. I was like, no, I can't watch it then.
Nagarjuna, sir. In the
Yeah.
movie.
Nagarjuna is in the movie.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Right.
Yeah.
And
But I think-
Silverie with less clothes.
Yeah, correct. Again, you're talking about Alia Bhatt, right?
Silverie's
Yeah.
Silverie's been typecast as a demon for once. So yeah.
You're talking about Shah Rukh Khan's character. Okay, I get it. I get it.
But I think,
Is it
let's be
true?
honest, all these movies are just a waste of time. I think this is the time that we give ourselves to the country.
Oh my god, are you
Country.
sticking to this
And
character?
that's what we
Agniveer
gotta do.
Shreyas.
Oh lord.
And Shreyas, I know for a fact if you were 17 and you missed it only by 1 year, if you were
Yeah.
17, you'd have been first in the line, laying down your
I
life.
Cyrus,
know.
for
but
the
did you
country.
know you get 11 lakhs at the end of it if you're not selected in a 25%? Then you get 11 lakhs.
That's almost a great
That's
deal, right?
not, but you know what?
Yeah.
I don't know.
What if you're
Does this
overage
help
and
in a
you're not
resume?
I don't know.
Or are they giving
So,
you 11
see,
lakhs because you're
the
not going to
protests-
get anything after this?
The protests are
You're gonna have
happening.
to-
The protests are happening because of
That's
several
ridiculous.
reasons. Sorry.
11 lakhs,
See,
right?
there's
Let
also
him finish. Go.
They
Yeah,
didn't
what are
say
the
there
protests-
was a problem with
the protests are
pension.
happening because of several reasons. Firstly, because they're saying that this is politically motivated. This wasn't in agreement with the defense forces. Like really, they didn't like consult these forces and then told them, okay, this is what the recruitment process we need to get the average age.
Have they
down.
not
So what's
followed
that?
this government
Then-
style?
Correct. Exactly.
They're not,
So
not into
exactly,
the let's
the
all
po-
chat here,
Yeah,
guys.
about your
Cyrus
election-
can be as critical as he wants. He's not in the country right now.
That is the balls of crack. I'm not scared. I'm not using Patanjali products. I'm not using them.
Yeah. So firstly that. So then also because they're saying after this 4 years, what these people who have spent 4 years of their life. So firstly, they won't be well-trained soldiers anyway.
So when do
In
they get
4 years,
11
it's not enough.
lakhs? When do they get the 11 lakhs? After 4
At the
years?
end of 4 years.
At the end of 4 years, if
If
you're
they are
not in
dismissed,
the
if they're
25%, yeah, if
dismissed.
they're dismissed. Exactly, they're dismissed.
Oh.
Otherwise,
That's
you're
a
getting
lot then, huh?
that's
How are you
if
saying
that's
they
not
won't be
nothing. Yeah.
well-trained
11 years in
soldiers?
one go is quite a bit.
IVM
I
has
feel-
11
given
lakhs,
an
not
MOU.
yeah,
11
sorry,
years.
11 lakhs in one go is quite a bit.
If you leave IVM, you'll get 12 lakhs. Right now.
I won't. I've asked multiple times and they won't give me.
It's not from them.
Yeah.
Every panelist has put money in
Cyrus,
a
the
hat.
truth is,
Every
he got
single
fired
panelist.
2 years ago. He just keeps
Yeah.
showing up every day.
Yeah,
So
that's it,
Amit
yeah.
is like, yeah, you
Correct.
might as well.
Yeah. And Abbas is still fired. He's here right now.
I got fired and I came back.
Yeah. I don't know which one is sadder. Abbas.
I did not get fired.
I don't know which one is
There's
sadder.
also a very strong correlation with people who are trained in combative
Yeah.
powers and ethnic cleansing that happens in those areas.
Yeah.
What?
Oh my
Why are you
God.
taking
That
this?
got dark really fast.
Is this a fact?
This is a fact. This is a fact. Like a guy from the Center for Policy Research wrote like a.
So that's
paper
the
on
question I have. If you can get serious for a second.
Oh,
After 4 years,
geez.
these guys leave the military, they're
Leave the
weapons
military.
trained. What
Yeah.
if they join random militias and go after
That's-
I mean,
I think
targeted
they're-
targets?
that-
Where they can,
They're-
where they can get
many
promotions.
things can
The
happen.
random militia, you can become a general from a corporal in one weekend.
Yeah.
Suddenly,
So wait, so
ah,
okay, to that point, right? What Mahindra, the CEO of
Mahindra.
Anand Mahindra has said
Uh-huh.
is
We'll
that
give them jobs.
we'll give them jobs. Like you come out of the
But it's one guy. How many jobs can he promise? How many people there are?
exactly.
Correct, correct.
This
But
can't be
if following
it's not
his
one guy.
example, other
There are
people.
two Mahindras.
So
There's a
see-
Mahindra and a Mahindra. Just watch
Correct,
the
Mahindra and
title.
Mahindra.
But that
This
is
one of them.
Mahindra looking out for
Yeah.
himself, not for
Correct.
the country.
That's
Correct,
just
but
PR
if he has
for him.
said this, is it not possible? So he's saying that these people will be eligible because they'll be taught leadership, they'll be taught teamwork, etc., etc.
No, but he means all
those
the
are
corporates have to put their hand up, not just him. He'll
Yes.
take two guys and then everybody else
exactly.
take two guys. So Amit
but
has to take
if-
two guys. As IVM
but
is a
even-
corporate,
yeah,
by
exactly.
4 years you could be huge. Yeah.
But if this leads to that, that's not necessarily a bad thing. So you're still like
You're
well
already
looked
wearing
after.
camouflage shirt, jackets.
I know what
you
these
back off.
corporates are always like, oh, I'll give you a job now, but then you have to
In 4 years, you
enhance
have to
your
leave.
skills.
like our
Because if you don't enhance your skills, you're going to stay in the same position for the next 20 years. And then you have to keep like running that
Updating,
rat race.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's
yeah.
just it's ridiculous.
Yeah, and Niveditha has had this, is done with this shit. Like, I'm not.
Let me talk about corporate jobs for one.
And what about comedians, Niv? What about you guys? After 4 years, does anybody look out for you? I mean, it's not fair. You can't have
that's
one
true.
industry doing
Cyrus,
well like that.
we're all relying on you.
Yeah.
I've
Yeah,
run away
this-
to.
Damn, we
I'm
are also
performing
Agniveers in a way,
for
guys.
This is
a
the
already.
Spanish-
Hey, back off.
This is
not
the
a performing for
Agnipath
this
program for
Yeah.
comedians. Cyrus says.
Here to comedy for 4 years.
You got to get famous on Instagram and start
No,
that
listen.
company.
I don't think
Yes.
that I'm too old for all these kind of things, but I'm back here in Barcelona performing for Spanish speaking people who can't understand a word I'm saying. So if that goes well, I mean, great. Let's see, that could be the future. You go to
Cyrus,
cultures who don't understand you and you just do things. I think
you
it's
know
great.
what?
It's a
You're
great
not
idea.
old, but you are old, but you don't act like it. This is a USP for you that no one is on Instagram that has this thing that you have going on for yourself. I say Cyrus becomes an influencer and gets that
Alright.
mad influencer money.
Support it.
Yes, I support that. Yes. I
And then
absolutely
this
support
podcast goes mainstream.
Whoa, no, that I don't support that.
And
because
then do I
that
start?
will get
Do I start
cancelled
an NGO?
immediately.
Do I start an NGO called PFC, Pot for Comedians? Because I think Silverie, that's what you want at the end of the day.
Yeah, like a pot
Awkward
of money.
silence.
Yes, a pot of money.
Right.
Yes.
Shreyas,
money
what's
pot.
your deal on pot? You don't do all this stuff, right? You're
I
very
don't do all
clean.
this. I
He-
stray
he-
far away from
he
it.
does
Nagpur
smoke
boy.
Shreyas doesn't smoke it. He only sells it. That's the thing.
No,
That's
if it's
all
in the restaurant and it's in the western part of the world where these things are legal, then fair enough, right? Because you have restaurants everywhere.
See,
Yeah,
I believe
don't go to Shreyas's restaurants and have the methi paratha.
I believe the
yeah, when you can have the ganja paratha. Sorry, no, he's joking. This.
I believe the only high you need is like a patriotic high. Like I
yeah.
don't believe in all
True,
these
yes.
illegal guys. Thank you.
Very
Thank
well
you.
done, yes. Salam, sir.
Of course.
Wow, he brings his own audience. He's thanking
Yes,
people
yeah.
around him. He's like he's got groupies in a studio. Wow, this guy's huge.
Okay, that was Rishi. That was Rishi who was
Speaking of groupies, Sunshine07 is in the comments. I see you.
Your personal podcast because I'm on the
No.
hell?
It's not a personal. I'm just.
Are you just reading
in
every
relation
person
to
you
you.
know? name?
Chatting about your flirting, your
Grim
misbehaving.
Fandango's in the chat today.
I'm
Hey, Grim
really-
Fandango.
I don't
Yeah,
have the
exactly.
chat box on.
There you go. Sunshine07. No Abbas voiceovers. They'll come.
Abbas, is it true? Is it
Who's
true that you
Sunshine?
deleted
The
him?
girl who likes him. Niv, where have you been?
Yeah.
Oh my
There are
god!
two
I had
girls who
no
like
idea
him.
that's what.
One is Toronto and one is Sunshine. Sunshine
Yes.
is something in the
Oh.
first place. Yeah.
Sara Lama.
Have you ever heard anyone
Lama.
say no?
Sara Lamha.
No one has ever said we want to hear Abbas's
Hi.
voiceover again. Not even
Whoa,
Abbas.
Lamha.
This is ridiculous. Wow.
It's okay. वो थोड़ा comment में लोग गाली देने लगे. Yeah,
Okay.
Abbas only reads the comments which mention him.
Yeah, that's what I've stopped. I've stopped following
Oh,
suit.
guys, you've woken up the
Hamish is saying
baby.
stop
with all your
blushing.
shouting.
I
Yeah,
can't.
say the
sorry,
full name.
sorry,
No, just
Kunal.
say the full comment. Just read your name
Abbas,
again, like
go
you
get
like
a
to read it.
Zoom
Zoom
room.
room.
That's.
I would go,
Really?
but
get a
I'm
room.
professionally obliged
So,
to
No,
be
no,
here.
Abbas, you have gone
Abbas
from
can't
being
run that fast to get a Zoom room.
but no, he was very modest about it. Can't be a woman. It's a Rishi and Vinay playing games on him and all that. And now
Sunshine07
he's
is
become
Vinay.
cocky and like, I'll get a room. I'll
Okay.
ye karega, wo karega. He's changed so
Yeah.
much. What arrogance. Brazen arrogance. Abbas, really.
How many
All
girls
this
have you
because-
gotten, Silverie?
Huh?
How many girls have you got?
I
from
don't
the
like to
show?
kiss and tell.
Then just tell. Don't kiss us.
I did both, so why not?
Did
So,
both what?
Did
Wow.
both?
I mean,
What do you-
uh,
You're off the
Damn.
podcast. You can't talk
I
like
know,
that.
right?
It's off the charts.
Or you
Wow.
kissed
Wait,
and you
what?
told?
Unhinged.
yeah, that's what. That's what I did. All right.
Sending
What are you talking
Abbas's voice some guy love.
Oh.
That's
Wait,
what I'm talking
what are we
about.
talking about again, guys?
We're talking about all the girls on the
Okay.
podcast who like the two of you, which now I'm really worried about. Because
Two,
I
no,
really,
one.
if I was a girl,
not
it's
the
just
other.
Shreyas.
Yeah, they all like
Shreyas is the
Abbas.
good-looking
Nobody
one, so
likes
I know
me.
what's
That's
going on.
why.
Shreyas,
Let's go on.
Antariksh likes Shreyas.
Yeah, I like
Again,
it, yeah.
Zoom
I
room,
like it.
separate.
Yeah, she's a good friend of mine. Yeah.
Okay, listen, I have to.
Abbas just
what
told
is the word
everyone
I'm
he
plugging?
doesn't like Shreyas is what happened.
Okay, the
Cyrus,
boss
we have
is
to wrap up.
I have to wrap up. But it's
Okay,
been a
yes,
very
sir.
enlightening
Thanks for joining,
conversation.
Cyrus.
It was great
Thank you
fun.
so much,
Yeah.
Cyrus.
How do you say bye in
Absolutely.
Spanish?
Adios. Ciao.
Adios, adios. Adios,
Ciao.
amigos. Adios, adios, amigos.
Love you, Cyrus. Love you.
Bye-bye.
See you.
Bye, bye.
Have
Have
fun.
Bye.
Have fun.
Enjoy.
Oh, it's just us now.
Wow. I cannot believe he came on from.
It's so
Spain.
global.
That's
Oh, he's back. He's back.
crazy.
Hey, Cyrus.
He's just happy to be there.
Wow.
That's
Okay,
Insane.
Cyrus, could you please plug the next things we're supposed to... Sorry, that sounds wrong. Okay, we have to talk about the merch at IVM.
Yes.
Yes.
I actually want to share a picture that was sent by one of our listeners, Hamisha, where she
Who said
actually-
your name just shortly before?
Yes.
Oh my God!
Preferential treatment. We get
Everything
it.
is rigged. Everything is
Everything
fixed.
is-
Everyone has an
everything-
agenda.
yeah,
No
yeah,
one can
correct.
be trusted here.
Is it gonna come up?
Yes, it's gonna
Yes.
come up. Wait,
Just
I'm working on
Any
it.
second now.
I'm
we have some
curious.
cool
I wanna
t-shirt
know what
designs.
Picture.
One of them Cyrus is wearing right now.
Can I have it
as
on the
he's-
I can
screen?
see.
There
I
you
like.
go.
I
Yep.
really like the puppy.
She ordered these
Yes.
She looks like
Great.
a couch.
two. Yeah.
she looks great with
Yeah.
those t-shirts on.
And
Wow.
after sharing this picture, she said it's a little awkward for women to wear the Kripiya Dhyan Dijiye t-shirt.
That is true. So
Wow.
it's for her husband now.
So, yeah.
Yes. Or
But yeah, you
Significant
can
other.
get get the
Puppies.
merch as well on the IVM podcast website. Log on to ivmpodcast.com. There's a shop tab.
Sweet.
Go to the
Big
shop
boomer.
tab and it'll redirect you to the t-shirt
God.
page where you can order various colors, sizes, and designs
Yeah.
from Cyrus Says and other IVM shows.
and that's damn cool, huh, by the way, that you can
Yeah.
choose your own
Very
color,
cool,
your own
yeah.
size.
Love it.
I've been thinking of a new wardrobe, and I think I'm just gonna do this: get all the merchandise and only wear those t-shirts.
Thanks,
That's the
Shreyas.
way to
Thanks
go.
for plugging this so hard
Yeah, of
for
course.
us.
कितने order किए तूने अभी तक?
अग्निवीर में यूनिफॉर्म के लिए trust किए।
I will only wear IVM t-shirts to this podcast if I get one.
You will
You
be
are,
getting
you are,
one.
you are
Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, that's it. It's our uniform from now
So,
on.
but
Wasn't
I-
there a topic on uniforms today?
There was.
Oh,
Uh,
there was.
There was about how
Squirts.
yeah, okay, that one. Yes, that is a good.
Who
topic.
gets Cyrus's
Because we
paycheck
were
for
just
today's
talking
So
about
episode?
it.
basically,
Aditya is asking who gets Cyrus's paycheck for today's
Cyrus's
episode.
picture.
Paycheck.
I think neither of us can afford that paycheck. That's way above our.
Wait,
pay
when
grade.
you get a paycheck, do you pay?
Yeah.
And you check it.
Yes.
Got it. Thank you. Thank you. For that.
Are we doing
Alright.
one more topic?
Yes, we can do a quick one.
Okay.
If,
The score.
Wait,
actually, we have only 3 more minutes and we're already in the AMAs. Why
And-
should we
Oh,
just
we're in
stick
the
to it?
AMAs. Fine.
all the Cyrus AMAs we'll answer for Cyrus.
Yeah.
Yes, correct.
Let's take this latest AMA by
But-
Svetlo.
But quickly, if you want. Okay.
For Niveditha.
Yeah.
Okay. Svetlo di Graska, AMA for Niveditha.
Mutilate.
For $500,000, who would you mutilate? Abbas or Silverie?
Just remember, with $500,000, you can do so much good in the world.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
Let's,
I mean,
let's first convert
Abbas is
$500,000.
really would be
to rupees.
harder than. So I would probably
It's mutilate
mutilate Silverie.
Silverie.
Yeah, sure.
35.
Please.
But
please.
it's not enough money. I wouldn't do it for $500,000.
How many
No?
rupees is
3.5
that?
crores
It's
something.
It's 3.89
Yeah,
crores.
that's not enough.
Not enough?
Dude, nothing is enough for you. 11 lakhs is
Dude,
nothing.
our
3.8 crores is
Our
nothing.
peers in stand-up make that much.
That's true, yes.
True.
But Nivedita, think
I'm
of how
sorry.
many mutilated babies you could save after this last mutilation. You know what I'm saying? There's so
So
much money to.
Wait, are you asking me to mutilate Abbas instead?
And
Either
then,
one,
and
either
then,
one.
and then
Have you
give all our
decided
money to
which one?
charity. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
Okay,
That-
I have a completely
No.
separate question from all of this, Nivedita. What's the most, like, when you found out this comedian made so much money, your jaw dropped? Like, oh my god, that.
What's
No,
the,
my
And
jaw
what
didn't
was the
drop.
figure?
I was like, I knew, dude. Like, I was like, all right, if I got that much money for winning a reality show, I was like, these guys are minting. Because
Would you
there's
like to
no
mention
way.
the
So can you
comments?
mention? Yeah, no. Can you mention the amount? Don't mention the.
Uh-huh.
any big comic that
What
you
was the
can
amount?
think
So
of,
what's
the
the-
biggest comics in India? Mention a name.
I know Zakir is able to
Zakir.
like 8, 9 or something.
Yeah,
a night
Zakir
is able to
is-
make, right?
8-9 what?
Mid-
Per?
Lakhs.
We don't want to hear
What?
from his lawyers, guys. So
8-9 lakhs for what?
For a night, for not sex, for comedy, for an hour of
Wait,
comedy.
1 second. Smita is asking, so who is coming in place of
Is that
Cyrus?
is that less?
Perhaps it
Okay, you
depends on the
can't
show. It
mention.
depends on the show.
Okay,
What,
that's what I
8
heard.
crores? I just want to say
8
Smita-
lakhs,
for,
Baba. 8
1
crores a
second.
night, nobody's
I'm
making.
trying to
Okay.
answer Smita. Be in the show, Silverie.
Okay,
Smita, did you
Abbas,
miss?
wow, this is just everything. This is so
Smita, did you,
passive
like,
aggressive for
miss
no reason.
all of the show?
I'm
Abbas.
enjoying it. I like
Wow.
it. I
Sure.
like it. Feels like we're in a Ekta Kapoor serial. This is
Yeah.
like
Also,
Sad
firstly, you're
Bahu.
the one who interrupted me, but okay, I'm not complaining. Go ahead.
Yeah, to be in the show.
Yeah, but
Fight,
you did
fight,
interrupt
fight.
us. But okay, fine. go
Yeah,
ahead.
to be in the show.
read the fucking
thing
comment.
God.
the thing you
Smita
get,
Menon has said. So
paid
who is
for.
coming in
Yeah, I
place of
read it
Cyrus?
already.
Okay, so answer no then.
And I was like, Smita, did you miss 80% of the show in which we had the real Cyrus?
Sure, Abbas. Going on to the next comment.
That was a very nasty look you gave me, Silverie. I
Yeah.
didn't like that.
Sarah
Yeah,
just said
sure.
Niveditha choose Silverie.
Sarah-
Sarah's
Sarah's back.
500,000 to save a bus.
Oh, wow.
There you
I
go.
don't know. You're gonna have to
Sarah.
keep bidding,
Yeah.
guys. Come on. Who's the next one?
Wait, what was the side conversation you had? 8 lakhs is not enough.
No. He asked me if Zakir Khan would make 8 nights, 8 lakhs
nights.
for a show
That's less
for
bro.
one day.
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
depends on where he's performing though. Like if he's doing a
Is
smaller
it a
show.
corporate show or is it
So-
an auditorium?
I thought
show,
like an
think?
auditorium, like say a 500-seater.
Oh,
More.
I would think
Much more
Much
than that.
more.
I'm kidding. Zakir
Oh,
Khan,
really?
dude.
Yeah,
He's
man.
like selling
I
out
agree.
stadiums, this man.
Yeah.
And
Ah,
he goes abroad.
amazing.
He performed in London for like a month sometime last year. Like
Yeah.
he toured Europe. So this guy is
Zakir, if you're in the
This guy's doing well.
comments,
50 rupees
50
to
rupees to
Silverie.
save Silverie.
So,
Thanks.
Silverie, you're
So
losing.
sweet.
But why is it just one of them? They don't want both of you out. They just want one of you. So both
yeah,
of you
they
should
love
just not
when
be here
we
together.
fight.
I feel
yeah.
there are people in Abbas's camp, but Antariksh, do you have people?
I have, but
Yeah?
they only message me secretly.
Privately.
Yeah. Like not in public, guys. No, that's fucking. There'll be
Wow.
enough. There'll be enough.
Wait, are you saying you're embarrassed of your fans?
No,
Okay.
Wow.
I never said that. Abbas, stop
Damn.
putting words in my
I'm
mouth.
not
for
putting
no
words
reason.
in your mouth. I'm just checking.
Right, Rohit
Do you
Adre.
consider
What's the next
yourself
question?
a
Let's go.
Do
Yeah.
you consider yourself a Silverie fan?
Oh.
No.
Do you consider yourself an Abbas fan?
Yeah.
You know, this looks like
What?
Look at this winner.
this
Look at this guy.
Yeah, I'm a nice person. Yeah? Like,
this is a rom-com.
am.
In the beginning of the rom-com, they hate each other. By the end of them,
They have a
when
baby.
is it ending?
They have
Please tell
sex.
me.
All right. Rohit Atre has asked, Silverie,
51 rupees.
be in the show, Abbas. And just going to the next AMA question. Rohit Atre has asked.
this is the problem with being priceless. Somebody said
Yeah.
Silverie is priceless. That means you die. That's what it means.
Okay.
Abhinav Kapoor
Okay.
is getting hard for you. He's like
Yeah.
Silverie.
And
do your
also,
best,
Hamisha
man."
said she's on my team.
Right.
Even after she said your name.
Fine,
Abbas.
Hamisha. Fine. Be like that.
See, it doesn't matter. It's all friends. I mean, all
Damn.
good. Rohit Atre has asked, Silverie, why do you think the name Shubha Lakshmi did not stick on? And should we do more of it to stick when the person is on the panel again? I don't know, yeah. Shubha Lakshmi is a good name.
What's the Shubha Lakshmi?
Who is Shubha Lakshmi?
Who's
Yeah.
Lakshmi? Yeah, I was going to ask you.
Is that someone who's been on the show and we don't know? What?
That's
Is there a
Niveditha.
person called?
You're Shubha Lakshmi?
No one has ever said that in front of me. So if you said that when I was not here, I have no idea.
That's that's
I
not
feel like-
cool.
I feel like
Saying that when
I
you
loosely
went.
remember
It's- yeah,
someone
yeah,
being
so do
named
I. So
Shubha
do
Lakshmi
I.
as a kid.
No, not as a kid. on the
Kajol. Was it
show.
Kajol?
I have no idea.
You think all-
Kajol. Somebody
Okay,
saying
Kajol,
Kajol.
yeah.
Shubha Lakshmi.
I think it's
I had
something.
no idea.
You
what.
think all girls are the same? You think one of them has an old name, the other one also has that? Is that
Yes,
what you think?
Shreyas, that is what I think.
Okay, just
Yeah.
confirming. Just
Correct.
wanted to confirm.
Should I text Kajol and ask her, is your real name Shubha Lakshmi?
Pretty sure it's
I
not.
think there was like she was about to be
Actually,
named
she's
that.
coming
Shubha Lakshmi.
later
Or,
in the
or
week.
there was like a
so-
period in her life when she was called that. I loosely remember she telling us this on the show, but again, I
Cool.
couldn't.
Well, she
We'll-
doesn't seem like a Subbu Lakshmi, so
Yeah,
good
It's
for
absolutely
her.
not.
Yeah.
Yeah, correct.
Shubha Lakshmi sound like a very traditional
Yeah, MS
Uh,
Subbu Lakshmi, the singer. That's like every time you say Subbu Lakshmi, that's what I
classical
remember.
singer.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She was massive.
People want to fight.
She was
People
like
are
the
like,
Michael Jackson of
guys,
Carnatic
why are we not
music.
fighting anymore? You guys are agreeing on
Shreyas,
something.
Yeah.
You corrupted army man. We will not fall for your trap,
How
okay?
dare you call it corrupt? It's not corrupt.
It's like
okay?
you're
Not
married.
the army, you.
That's true.
You have marriage energy.
Who? Me and Shreyas?
Silverie.
Me and Silverie, okay.
Yeah. All right,
But it's not legal in India yet, so
Yeah, I just said the energy.
okay.
Energy is legal.
The energy is
far.
legal.
yes.
Are there more questions?
One
Silverie?
last question. comes in
Last
from,
question.
comes in from Swoosh. Wow, Abbas.
Abbas wants
What
to
a
be here
jerk,
forever.
dude. Just
Sure.
a pure joke. This guy is just amazing, man.
What did I do?
Just the loud clock check that he just did, watch check that he just did. It was hilarious. Swoosh has asked, why is Amit no longer part of Cyrus Says and Cock and Bull? He is very much a part of Cyrus and Cock and Bull. He's involved in all the planning and he will be on the show more and more regularly. It's just that he's been very busy, man.
He's a busy
So-
man. He owns a place or something.
Yeah, it's like he owns the place, yes, or something. But
Fans को ना
he's
सब
very
चाहिए रहता है. IVM
Yeah.
should expand also,
Yeah.
and then Amit should be on the show
Yeah.
also.
So-
And then Abbas should always be on the show, and Silverie should leave the show.
Yeah.
That is,
Come
nobody's
on,
ever said that.
guys.
Nobody's ever said that. But sure, Abbas.
Wait, who has done
Yeah.
more episodes? Who has more
So
studio time?
Silverie, the cheat that happened in Silverie's time is it became a daily show. When I was
Yeah.
around, it was thrice a week.
Oh.
So
So-
you think it became a daily show because he was that good?
I was that good.
Ooh.
No,
exactly
because
what it
Cyrus was that good.
It's because everyone like, oh, Abbas left. We can finally watch this show more, and
Back
that's
in
what
my-
happened.
Back in my time, it was only an audio show.
Oh, when back in like the 1800s. Okay, I get it.
Oh, funny.
Yes.
I am.
What
What
All
I am.
right, mom and dad.
I'm hearing rumors that
Break it up.
I'm hearing rumors that Vinay was the reason that it became a daily show. Is that right?
Bad?
No, it's not. Unfortunately, it's not. It was before when I joined. Actually, no, it was the first day he joined. No, it was-
Wow. Leaving
Alright,
back a legacy.
that brings
Yeah.
us to the end of this very contentious show.
I'd like to
Cyrus says-
say Sunshine has put a comment saying Abbas should be a regular.
yeah, that's one person. Smita Menon,
Abbas, that
whose
guy.
comment you wanted to read
No,
badly.
Silverie, don't
No,
leave
Silverie,
the
don't leave the show.
Exclamation mark, exclamation mark.
Smita Menon
exclamation
is
mark.
Vinay. By the way, no, it's not. Thank you,
No,
Smita.
no, that's
what I said.
Subbalakshmi.
Oh, that's Subbalakshmi. And
Wait, this last time I want to hear an answer from you guys. Who is the worst behaved guest that all of you have come across?
Abbas. No, sorry, I'm just joking. I don't know
Worst
why I'm
behaved.
doing this. I don't know why I'm doing this.
You can you can be honest and say it was
Worst behaved. No,
Shreyas,
I can't
'cause-
say the name, but I know
Yeah,
the
neither-
person.
neither
I
can I.
Why were
I
the
have
worst
a name
behaved?
in
Just
mind.
say the
We'll
things,
tell
no?
you. We'll
So
tell you off.
I'll tell you. No, I can tell you why.
Let's tell the viewers.
I'll tell you
no?
why.
Yeah.
Basically, so Rishi will also know who I'm talking about. Rishi, Vinay will both know who I'm talking about. And
Ooh.
so before the show, right, we normally ask our guests, okay, so these are requirements. We need like a proper
Enough
mic.
about Kajol, Silverie.
Not at all. Not at all. No, but then so this with Rishi, if you ever talk to him, you see how sweet he is. Okay,
Mm.
he's like an extra sweet person. when
Very
he comes to
sweet.
shows. Yeah. He very nicely asks this person, hey, can you please put on some earphones or headphones? And this person very rudely says, no, I don't want to do that. I'm not doing that. And it's extremely rudely for no reason. Like, why are you being rude? We are just trying to make you sound better than you do right now. And this person wouldn't do it.
Wow.
So you had that. You know,
Is
you
that
know
a
what I'm talking
comic?
about. No, not even a funny
Wow,
person.
surprised.
The episode was
Yeah.
quite nice, though. I should say.
Interesting.
Can you give us a sphere of
No, I can't. It's so-
work that they were
So,
from?
No.
so very few people from that field have been on our show. So if I
Okay.
say that, it's narrowed down quite a lot.
Oh.
Yeah.
And so figure it out, guys.
Now you just all you have to do is
Smita's
go
like, I'm
through like,
Smita from Canberra, not Vinay.
Nice, Smita. Yes.
ooh, she
Yeah,
had
Vinay wouldn't know
People are
where
asking for
Canberra is.
Okay, what's the episode number? Tell us the episode number.
I don't remember the episode number, man.
We're gonna have
I
to
don't
go
know that.
through the hundreds of episodes.
Oh, you know what?
Thousands,
To
guys.
all the
thousands.
viewers, an assignment for you: go through all the episodes from the first one
And
to
see who's
now.
not wearing earphones.
Yes.
Again, please,
That's a fun activity.
please do listen to the episodes if you can, but they wouldn't understand from the episode because it happened before the recording.
Man, what do you care? They'll watch all episodes. Why are you
I'm
giving
saying
them
go ahead.
reasons to
But
not?
if you're looking for this, to find this out, you won't through the episode.
Kunal Vijaykar.
Well, Shavik is awesome. Shavik always has some of the best comments.
So I actually know someone who was in studio, and this person otherwise is very nice.
Hmm.
But they had some old, I won't say beef, but some sort of a disagreement with Cyrus, which Cyrus had completely forgotten about. And that came to the surface when they were having the conversation.
Gotta
that,
watch
it was
that.
a little uncomfortable in the
Oh
studio.
my god.
But even
Cyrus,
that-
did Cyrus get awkward? Cyrus,
No, Cyrus
fought
never
with-
gets awkward.
Yeah.
he really doesn't, and that's also awesome.
Because Cyrus
Because
is
this
just
person-
always
yeah, like
in
this.
a very awkward place.
Yeah, exactly. That's his. Yeah.
So he
state of
later
existence.
told me that during the interview, he also realized that, oh yeah, I have had a disagreement with this person before.
Oh.
But you wouldn't hear it if you heard the episode.
That
But,
should be in the episode. What else was in the episode?
I think I cut it out.
Wait, really?
Oh
Back when it was an
God.
audio episode, I think I cut that part
Release it
out.
as like a special
Wow.
episode now.
That is so sad.
Can
So,
you tell
yeah.
us the episode number?
It was, I'll tell you, it was one of the earliest episodes, like when Cyrus was
Well-
in the first 200.
Oh,
episodes.
okay. So back.
back.
Woo.
Wow.
Yeah.
All right. That's been quite
On
an
that
episode of Cyrus Says.
discordant note.
So we've been told that there might be another guest surprise on tomorrow's episode of Cyrus Says of Talking Bull.
Ooh.
So stay tuned for that also, guys.
Yeah.
But before we wrap up, I want to say that wow, just because Cyrus is not here, people are making noise in the studio.
Yeah.
Before we wrap up, we've been taking a lot of questions for the
Oh,
AMAs from the YouTube comments. We want to resurrect the email going as well. So please send in your questions on email. Also, if you have any funny memes about the show, Cyrus Says, send them to us. We'll read out or show the funniest memes. And
for
reviews.
And for all the people who want to send in AMA questions by email, the email is whatcyrussays@gmail.com. So you can do that there. And please feel free to leave, if you like the podcast or if your friends like the podcast, please ask them or review yourself, review us on Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, or what have you. I messed the sentence up, but you understand what I'm saying.
And we'll read the
Yes.
funniest or the best reviews on air.
Yeah.
Yes.
we'll be happy to.
And if you are in Bombay tomorrow, 8:30 p.m., there's a comedy show at Adagio, Bandra. So check the tickets out on Book My Show.
Who's performing, Shreyas?
I'm performing.
Oh, damn it.
amongst
Oh, okay.
amongst some people.
Trash that.
That's the reason
on
you
the
didn't. Abbas, that was the reason you didn't mention that at the beginning.
I want people to come.
Yeah, man.
Niveditha, anything you want to plug?
Not really.
All right. Thank you so much, guys. See you guys tomorrow.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.